Welcome to the True Truth Weekly podcast, where tough questions meet careful answers. We'll present timely perspectives on current events, politics, and give the cultural context you can trust. We tackle the big questions on origins, the Genesis kinds, the creation-evolution debate, and the young earth. Learn about faith and reason, theology, apologetics, and the flaws of the Da Vinci Code, and what is the gospel. Plus, we take on math, art, philosophy, alleged Bible tensions, wisdom, and the conversations that sharpen understanding.
Howdy. Welcome to True Truth Weekly, episode 12. I'm Jay Hall, your host. I'm a former math professor and actuarial student. Today, we're interviewing Cody of Mississippi. He's with Cody Enterprises and Earl, Elite Alliance of Relief Logistics. That's Earl. And Terry, thanks for joining us. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your testimony about how you came to know Christ.
Yes, sir. So I've been trucking about 16 years. That's roughly my third occupation. I was a carpenter, welder, oil field for roughly the first 48 years. I am a follower of Christ for 47 years, and I was rescued one day floating out to sea in the ocean. Cried out to God and asked him to bring me home. And I thought he was taking me home, but he really took me home. Brought me back to the beach.
Terry, tell us about your trucking experience.
So basically, I'm driving in the network of Landstar right now. Landstar has a very big presence in disaster relief. They took 11,000 trucks into Katrina. So I purposely positioned myself with them because they are actually unlike any other trucking company on earth. They have no assets. Everything is done by contract, but they actually teach you the business because the VOCs in their company, in their network, they want to make sure that you're prosperous as well, because when you understand the business, and not just the business of trucking, but business in general, that they're going to be more prosperous along the way. So they teach you everything. I've been with them about 4 months. I just made contact with the new CCO of Landstar. He takes effect in August, so hopefully I'm going to be able to make some traction with Landstar for the long run.
How did you learn to drive a semi?
Well, I went to driving school 16 years ago. Not something I wanted to do, but sometimes where the Lord leads you is not something you want to do. It's where He wants you to be. So that was where I'm at.
What routes do you normally take?
I'm doing basically the central area, east central area from like Ohio to Georgia, pretty much to Florida. I'm staying on a pretty regular route right now.
Do you haul to California?
No, I was born in California. I don't feel like unless there's a disaster there, I really don't see the need to go back there. It's like a third world country now. It's not the same place I grew up in.
Tell us about Earl, Elite Alliance of Relief Logistics.
So Earl is I've gone through 4 years of preparation. So I'm at the end of this 4-year preparation. I've got my financial stuff in order to you can't just go buy a truck without commercial credit. I've got all of this set up. I'm well over 800 credit score. So hopefully having a contract through the Landstar people will be a big benefit towards being able to get the first truck. We're working for our first truck right now. So if we do get in with Landstar, uh, all the way if the CTO decides that he wants to help this out, then this will take off big time, and hopefully we'll grab some traction with your interview.
In the description for your book, The Magellan Project, we read, "This is the story of a man whose life is dramatically changed by a string of events, causing his life and his family's life to spiral out of control. The Magellan Project was born from the treasures of an ancient lost civilization that was highly advanced and capable of manipulating time and space." That's from the book's description, The Magellan Project. Terry, what was the inspiration for your book?
I that's my main passion is writing. That's what I am. I solve problems and I'm a writer. And so I built the Magellan Project around being able to fund Earl perpetually without having to go outside. It's eventually, I'm talking to a game developer right now. We already have adaptation talks with the movie industry. Of course, that takes time and money to get that arranged. It's not a simple process at all. My books haven't sold anything yet. I haven't really done any marketing yet. That's where I'm at right now. Is I've got all the contacts. The only thing I haven't done is the marketing yet. I wasn't quite ready. I wanted to be everything to be totally prepared. I'm 4 years in, so I'm about 2 months away from the launch of the media blitz for the Magellan Project. There's actually two books, the Magellan Project and the Magellan Project 20 XX, which is under two different publishing houses.
Have you thought about giving away your book?
I have given some away. Have not given very many away, but I have given several signed copies away so far. I have a few people lined up that are going to actually do the um, different aspects of marketing. It's not something that is easy at all. If you trust the publisher to market your book, it's going to sit there a very long time, and I can attest to that. I have two publishers, and they will stick an idea in you and try to drain you for everything you've got, and it's still going to sit there.
Tell us about your interest in AI.
I I started to study AI very intensely. I have my mind never stops. I'm an inventor. I invent things. I have been so all of my life. I started writing when I was 8 years old, but I have studied AI very intensely because it's an emerging market. We're about to go into AGI, uh, which is probably the last phase of AI until it becomes manifested, which is being worked on right now. So I've been studying it. I develop personalized AI agents. Basically, it started to help me build. Um, this Earl is a very large undertaking. I'm 65 years old. I started this 10 years ago. I am not a social media guy. I'm from the old school. If I didn't need a phone, I probably wouldn't have one. So social media is my kryptonite, you might say. I couldn't even get one follower on Facebook when I was attempting to get this started. So, but I have spent 4 years researching the way to get this out. I'm probably going to go with viral coats. Um, they are rather expensive, but I plan to knock this out of the ballpark when I make this move in 2 months.
Tell us about Cody Enterprises.
So basically, I started this out with Earl. Earl is the main project. I was driving down the road one day, and God laid this out before me, and I just balked. I balked at it. I was like, Lord, I can't even get a follower on Facebook. How is it that you want me to build something impossible? It's going to take generations to build this something this large. And people have told me there's already disaster relief companies out there, but nobody is doing this. In the last 5 to 10 years, the government basically has no budget for disaster relief. Look at North Carolina. They still haven't gotten in there yet. I drove through there. Uh, these floods in Texas, they were classified as a 1,000-year storm that just passed through Texas. But this is not. This is we're going into a phase. I don't believe in climate change. I'm going to say that right off the bat. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. So to say that man has anything to do with the weather, I don't really believe that. But it is what it is in this time. And we were all born to do what we're supposed to do in this time for such a time as this. And this is where I find myself.
Terry, how is your operation different or other than, say, Operation Blessing, Samaritan's Purse, or 8 Days of Hope?
Well, like Samaritan's Purse does a lot of overseas stuff. Um, most of them do. And when disasters hit. They don't just target one area in the world. Usually, it's a chain event. So, um, you know, uh, with medical emergencies, everything. Fires, earthquakes. Like earthquakes are happening across the globe right now. They're not in America. So there are disasters happening that take their resources elsewhere. With Landstar, I'm hoping to be able to build a nationwide. We're going to start nationwide. This is for basically I drive America. I know the American highways. I know the whole system. I've been making inroads to state and local government, uh, federal government. I've actually been making connections with foreign governments for the purpose of trading commodities like oil. I mean, I've worked out at the oil field in Houston for probably close to 8 years. I have a lot of connections there. So when they ship oil back and forth, it usually moves to the port of Houston. If it's coming out of America or into America, it usually moves into the port of Houston. So I'm building for this company to make money trucking. I want to move crude in and out of the port of Houston because we're already facilitating the oil trades. I want to take over the logistics and that with the customers that I'm helping on contract to move that, say, from tank to tank, or you don't normally do tank to vessel with a tanker truck. It usually moves by pipeline or other means quicker. But so this is where I'm headed. Everything is built to perpetually fund Earl.
How can people contact you?
I have a I do have a GoFundMe um, on GoFundMe under Cody Enterprises. I also am under LinkedIn for Cody Enterprises. It's easy to find me. It says God is the CEO, and that is the truth. So that is probably the easiest way to find me is on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Terry, for joining us today. And we appreciate you listening to True Truth Weekly. Please check out our website, totalyouth.us. And our email is hallofmath@yahoo.com. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day.